I am so ultra slow. And when I speed up, my speech becomes very awkward and it reveals how glitchy my cognition is. Whereas I'm talking like this, I'm giving a lecture. I give a professor level lecture in a lot of things. But then when I try to reach party speed, is I start speed up, engage in even a simpler conversation, kind of the banter, the flirtation. I go, well, he's a genius. And it turns out people are starting to realize retarded people can have a lot of knowledge. And I just take them to a party. What's happening around me? And it turns out that person probably shouldn't procreate. Yeah, I think that's kind of what people are realizing. At least that's what they think. They might be right about. That's what we're exploring in this upcoming book, The Dark Parts of Wisdom. But I'm so ultra slow. That I suck the life out of the party. So there you have it. I suck the life out of the party. So if I'm talking to you like this, psychologists more than anyone else, that's why who would want to marry a psychologist, especially a clinical psychologist? They suck the life out of the party. That's the person that's no fun to be around. I want 5 girls on a boat. That's why I have to own a yacht. And I want to look at a picture of like Olivia Jade Giannulli or something like that, or Trump, and then look at the body, analyze the body, and say, look at her height. Let's get the modeling specs from the lawyers and the modeling agencies that represent these people, especially Olivia Jade Giannulli. She's 5'11". She's the same height, so ortho, as Ivanka Trump, the wife of Jared Kushner. That was supposed to be, we were split in the head with voices called, I was supposed to learn Hebrew very quickly. That's that weird stuff that goes the other way. It all emerges out of Phoenician. Anyway, but that's, I was supposed to be the Jared Kushner with the NPV, IRR, corporate finance, hedge fund kind of stuff. And when they were splitting the head, I was supposed to pick up Hebrew easy. So that stuff kind of is a test of IQ because they expose everybody to the same voices called transmissions to people with higher IQ. Suddenly know Hebrew in 2 weeks. All right. So I have the idea, well, I mean, we could just say, since I have to have everything adjusted because I'm special ed, Hebrew is corporate finance, but I still don't know what NPV, IRR, DC, SFV, value, all that, $1 today is worth. I have to know that stuff, and that's stuff that's important. But I do digress, so we're going to get back to it, which is that I'm so ultra slow, and when I speed up, my speech becomes very awkward and reveals how glitchy my cognition is. But I'm so ultra slow that I suck the life out of the party. This explains a lot. I have the right idea, but when this is for starting conversation with high IQ, athletic, NCAA, volleyball, NCAA, everything. Beautiful women, beautiful college goers. I've got the right idea. I've always had the right idea since I was young for starting conversations with them, getting into them. But the problem is that they'll let non-disabled men into their lives, and they'll show more of their true selves, show more of their true selves to non-disabled men in their lives, but they're going to show more of their true selves to them after they've left me behind. Oh, they just walked away, and they've TPO'd me from their entire lives and their homes with high ceilings and beautiful people in their communities, and these are people that can keep the life, the party alive instead of dousing it with a fire hose. And what's worse is having to take psychiatric drugs to slow you down, because that's, so that you stop desiring interaction with these non-disabled, dare I say, eugenic, right curves, women, NCAA, played volleyball or whatever, non-disabled women, and start confusing. This is what the medication actually does. This is what I've exposed. This is what I've written about, including in my current memoir, Comeback of the Century, which is, and also the companion to Comeback of the Century, The Dark Parts of Wisdom, which we're going to get out this summer for everybody. What this medication does is it makes you start confusing disabled women, your own disabled women, for the top-notch ones that you would otherwise be attracted to before you took psychiatric. So it's a shallow health thing.